Hi, it's Ronnie Wiley, and welcome to another edition of On the Spot. To my left is a lady who is, along with her husband, who's not here, by the way, who's bringing in a new business in the old Burger King building, right the old Walmart.
Yes.
Jen Sherck, Wings, etc. I would try to shake her hand, but I'd probably fall over.
Good.
So all of us have driven on Park Road, have seen the construction at the old Burger King building. Tell us a little bit about Wings, etc.
Wings, etc. came in 1994 up north. So Mishawaka was the first one. My husband and I have been going to Wings, etc. for years now. We're up north a lot, where his family's from, and we have been eating at them and decided it was time for Connersville to have something. We were tired of going out of town all the time. We have 4 boys. They were constantly, we were filling up the tanks. Where are you guys headed? What do you guys want? Well, we're going to eat wings. We're going to eat wings. Yeah. So everyone was going out of town to eat wings. So we decided that it was a perfect time. We're vested in the community. We have family farm, a lot of family here. We're not going anywhere. So we just decided, hey, let's do this, and let's get a building that we can rehab instead of building new construction. Kind of beautify Connersville a little bit and add to it. And
well, it looks nice already.
Oh,
I mean, looking at it with the
Thank
green
you.
and everything. Really, when I think of Wings, I do get that green feeling for some. I don't know why.
All there's the Wings, etc. look alike. They all have the same. Like when you come inside, or if you've eaten at one before, they all have the same setup, the same look to them. Again, it's a franchise, so kind of like when you go to your McDonald's or anything like that,
Yeah, good. So you guys, when was the first time you ever, I mean, obviously up north, you think I want to wing, let's try it. I've never heard of this place before.
Yeah, well, that's how it happened. It happened, we'd never heard of that before. Let's pull in. It was probably about, I would say,
let's hope it's good.
8 or 9 years ago. And we pulled in and ate at one and had great service, great food. Couldn't find them anywhere else. So you came home and we were just kind of like, it was just our thing to do when we were up north. And then it just got to be, we were up there and we were eating there Friday night and maybe a Saturday night, or walking in on a Sunday and eating there. And it just, the menu, there's a lot more than just wings, hence the etc. part. So,
that would make sense.
Yeah,
and we'll talk more about the etc. here in a moment. So you guys are up there, you're eating a lot. 8 years later, you think, got to bring one here to Connersville. I'm sure you probably thought of that prior to.
Oh, yeah. It was a couple years, I would say a year and a half, 2 years in the making.
And what made you decide to finally pull the trigger?
The kids. I mean, I think it was just we were tired of always...
Bring one here.
It was, just not so much them bring one here, but them always going out of town, We've had kids involved in sports. So the sports teams, it'd be after practice and they would be like, hey, we're going to Richmond to grab something, or it would be later in the evening and we'd want to go get something to eat, some wings, and it would be like, I really don't want to drive out of town. So it was like, hey,
let's go ahead and
let's look into this. Like, why couldn't we do this?
And what was your, I mean, when you guys checked into it, obviously you are big fans of Wings, etc. Obviously you love it and you feel it's the best wings out there, obviously. But what was some research that you went into? I mean, obviously the cost probably.
Oh, definitely. There was a lot that was involved in it before the construction even started. So we reached out to them, had a couple just emails back and forth, a lot of forms filling out. Matt and I actually had to go for an interview with the owners.
Oh, wow.
We had to fill out applications, and then we had to go to Fort Wayne, their corporate office, and we had to sit and do a round table. They interviewed us, which was really nice, because their big thing is, we don't care who's got money to drop on one of these restaurants. We care, are you invested in your community? Why do you want to do this? What made you come seek us? And so that was kind of, you just kind of figure, hey, if I want to do this, why wouldn't you let us do it? But they came to Connersville. They drove around the community. They ran numbers. They looked at a couple different sites that we had picked out of different options, because we weren't exactly sure at the beginning
where you were going to be at. What were some of the other options?
We looked at the lot across the street.
Oh, right.
That would be a fresh new build.
Sure,
We looked at the old Ponderosa.
Right.
We looked up on 30th Street, a couple different places. So, it just kind of boiled down to a perfect spot, perfect traffic flow. They really liked it. The square footage was a little small for them, so that's why we have the little bump out, the extra addition added onto it.
Yeah.
Parking, we have the overflow capability if need be.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really highly visible.
Yeah.
So if you're not from Connersville, you're coming in and out of Connersville.
Oh, State Road 1.
You're pretty much probably going to go by it.
Yeah.
So
very close to the bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Great for
Down street from the movie.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
after
before and
movies,
after.
after games, after any kind of, events that would be going on, high school or junior high.
Yeah,
So.
you guys finally got to sign up. I'm sure that was
Yeah.
a big.
It was. It was. I actually had a guy pull through yesterday, and he asked me if he could order something.
Oh, did
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready.
Did you see all the chainsaws outside and everything?
So yeah,
he's ready to go. I think we're all ready to go. I think something
we're
like
ready
this
to
is something
go.
that's very good for the community to come on out and bring it. But again, you guys think about this and you're excited. You're starting construction. All of a sudden, COVID-19 hits.
Yeah.
You don't stop.
No, we did not stop at that point.
Was there talk about stopping? Was there a thought of it?
No, there wasn't. I mean, we figured we're going to get through this.
Yeah.
As we remember, it all started as a 2-week.
Right, yeah.
Let's just all shut down for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's turned into 5-6 months now. So yeah.
Way
But
too
there was
long.
never a
doubt.
thought that we were going to. This wasn't going to happen. It's been frustrating.
Right, sure.
Of course, we would like everything to be lifted and at 100% capacity by the
Has it slowed
time.
the construction down
No.
with it? It really
No.
just kept, so it's been
Not
on
at all.
track.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still on track. We haven't slowed.
That's awesome. Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, it seems like there's progression you
Mm-hmm.
see every time you drive by there. Now, when you were being interviewed by the owners, and I'm sure you guys felt like, okay, now I'm in the firing squad to be,
Mm-hmm.
did they? How much restaurant experience did you have to have for that, or do you have any? I don't.
I
remember.
have none.
Yeah.
No, I have management experience.
Oh, that's right. You were at the banks and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But no restaurant. I never even grew up waitressing or
Right.
anything like
you just
that.
You were a patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that really wasn't a deal breaker for them.
It was
they
just
said anybody can be trained.
Right. Yeah, let's talk about that. I'm sure that was a lot of fun to be away from the family for so long.
Yeah.
Tell us about the training.
I spent 6.5 weeks up north at a Goshen store.
Mm-hmm.
So they trained me. It was one of the corporate stores.
Yeah.
So anything from I learned how to do the wings.
Yeah.
I mean, I blanched wings. I did wings. I
don't know what does blanch mean?
It's just you drop them in the oil.
Yeah.
And you partially cook them,
Yeah.
and then you put them in the freezer.
Oh.
So then when it's time someone does want wings, then you
Yeah.
drop them again, so then they're fully cooked.
Yeah. All right. That's,
So but I spent 2 weeks, full kitchen, making salads, wraps, flipping
Everything.
burgers, making,
starting to make me hungry,
I
Janice.
know,
What
right?
you're doing, you're
I
making me
know.
hungry.
Right.
I can't wait. So you're doing everything. I mean, you're
Right.
doing behind
Waitressing,
waitressing,
hostessing,
front of house,
bartending, you
all
name
of
it.
Yeah, bartending. So you guys will be serving alcohol. That's part of the et cetera too.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I guess you can't watch a game without a
Right, a cold beverage.
Yeah, a cold beverage. Yeah. Mine's just water anymore, but that's
Well,
just the way
that's
it goes.
fine. We have that too.
Used to drink
We-
Coke,
we-
but that makes me even bigger.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we have
so
that too.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm very much looking forward to it. You
glad.
guys are opening this month, as the air and update of this show is September, and this is when Wings, etc. is open. Tell us about the
Correct.
opening.
We'll have a soft opening on Monday, the 28th of September,
Mm-hmm.
and open to the public on September 29th.
So when we drive by on the 28th, it's going to be family in there. We can't just go through. Will there be a drive-through?
No.
Okay, so we
We'll
can't
have
go.
takeout service, but we demoed the drive-through.
Yeah.
Demoed the
Oh,
drive-through.
so, yeah, that's right. Because that's where that wouldn't that be where that lip is or the bump? Or,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you guys, again, going all the way back to your first wings, etc. I'm sure you never thought when you were eating your first wing, thinking, "Oh, we're going to have one of these one day."
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, it was a project. Did
Not
you
at
think
all.
of any other franchises? Is there any other franchise that you like, or was this the only one that you guys thought, okay,
No.
you and Matt, this is it?
We honestly, we did check into just a couple other
Yeah.
different ones. It just wasn't, they weren't right fits. They weren't, we didn't like all the menu options or the things that we were going to have to do.
Right.
This
What
basic.
are some of the ones you looked at?
We did look at a Buffalo Wild Wings, actually.
yeah,
because that's
yeah.
where it seems like
Yeah.
a lot of people only know of
Right,
that.
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
the official
Right.
first one.
Right.
But you get to looking in at some of that stuff, and it's just not, you're just a
Not for you.
number.
Right.
It's it just wasn't a good fit for us.
Were you just all exclusive wings? Is that what you were looking for? Wing franchises?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Wings and Rings and.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
we figured Connorsville could use a wings place, a sports bar,
Yeah.
some place to go,
Yeah, a hangout.
hang out. You don't, you're not obligated to only sit there and eat.
Right. Yeah.
So,
You can.
right.
Yeah. I want to
Right.
watch you. We have UFC fights.
We've had that question a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I know we will have the NFL package and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Those we've had a lot of requests for,
Yeah.
so we'll just kind of have to see where that
Yeah,
goes.
well, let's hope so. I kind of like those things. So again, looking at other wings places, looking at other franchises, but you feel like this was a good fit for you.
It was. We honestly would like the food better.
Yeah,
That's
well, okay,
what
that's-
it boiled down
yeah.
to. We honestly just like the food better.
Yeah.
The menu options were better. Portion sizes were better. And we always had great service.
Right.
We went to numerous ones. It wasn't just always the same wings,
And they had
etc.
same
Correct.
great service.
But
I think that's important.
we got to be friends with people that worked there, knew some of the waiter staff, the waitresses. They were always friendly, always said they enjoyed working there, had a great time. So it's just kind of like, well, what made it such a great experience
Yeah.
for you type thing.
Yeah.
So we thought
And what was their answer when you would ask them that?
it was just good times, great food and good times.
Yeah.
They said that, that's their motto.
Yeah.
It's just this fun atmosphere. They love their customers,
Yeah.
a lot of community.
Right.
So people knew people.
Right. And you've been involved in the community.
Correct,
With
correct.
with your kids' sports, swimming, basketball, that stuff, plus
Right.
your time at the bank.
Yeah.
And so this is a new, where you're kind of, you're actually out from behind the counter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How are you looking forward to that?
I'm just super excited to get open, to get out, to see all those people again.
How's Matt looking forward to that? Is he? Because he seems like a pretty much more of a quiet guy.
He is. His role in this was, hey Jen, I'll build it,
Yeah.
but you have to run it.
Yeah.
He's got so much going on
Yeah.
with everything
Just having
else.
his wings packed. And,
Exactly,
he'll be
exactly.
fine.
Just
Yeah.
he'll
Well,
be
we're
there.
talking about wings a lot, and I do love wings. I love the barbecue, the naked. I love it all bone-in, boneless. I mean, if I'm real lazy, sometimes I'll just do the boneless, so I don't have to eat around the bone. But again, good wings. They're hard to come by, and if you have a bad experience with wings and ribs, I think.
Right.
It's why I'm afraid to try new ones, because if they're bad, then I'm upset. But you guys got etc. We
Right.
talked about that earlier. What is the etc. part of wings?
We also have ribs.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Real
Rib
good.
tips and ribs. So,
Any pulled pork?
Pardon?
Any pulled pork?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So there's pulled pork, there Philly cheese sandwiches,
yes.
chicken sandwiches.
Yes.
We have
Breaded and grilled chicken?
yes,
Or both? Oh, I'm ready for
both. We have huge hot dogs called Wreckers.
it. Is it like a foot or a,
Yeah.
Are they foot long or are they?
hog.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So they're
And
called Wreckers.
put
with
anything on it?
Chili, cheese, you name it. You can put it on there. Salads, wraps,
Yeah.
fish tacos.
Yeah, I bet people like it.
Yeah, ton of different burgers. We have a burger with pulled pork and an onion ring on it with some
that's good.
barbecue
Yeah,
sauce.
there you go. Take out the onion rings, but I'll
There you
eat
go.
that. Yeah.
There you go.
And now, do you guys flame broil your hamburgers?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's got to have that
Yes.
flavor.
Yes.
I'm ready for September 28th.
I'm
29th.
telling you.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'll be there. So you guys have this now. Do you guys get to pick the menu, or is it
No,
by them?
it's-
So it's all by them.
Correct.
It's
That's
not,
part
you know,
of the franchise.
Yeah, because some places have the McRib and some doesn't.
Right.
So
Yeah, no.
So you guys again coming in here, first time. I mean, the pandemic's hit. And of course it's crazy, but you're full speed ahead.
Oh yeah.
Full speed ahead
Yeah.
for this. No doubt whatsoever.
Nope, no doubt whatsoever. Even if the governor doesn't lift the ban and we're still at our 4.5.
What is it? 75%.
It's 75%, but at a restaurant, it's kind of hard to open at 75%.
Right,
You're more
yeah.
like a 50%.
Yeah.
So clearly, we would like that lifted
Sure.
on September 25th.
But
the next
takeout.
30 days. Correct. Takeout.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time doing to-go orders when
Yeah.
I was training up north because of the pandemic,
Yeah.
because things had just started to get back to normal.
Yeah.
The business was great. Actually, when I left Goshen, they were doing more business and had better numbers than the prior year.
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
people are just ready to get out.
Yeah,
They're ready
yeah.
to go places
Absolutely.
or pick up. And
Yeah.
I saw a lot of support for the local businesses when I was up north. So I'm hoping that it trickles down.
I think it will. I think people are excited about it. I mean, I've heard there's been talk. Where every time we drive, my son was talking about it the other day. He's like, "Man, when's that place going to open up?"
I know it seems like it's forever. It's like every new place that's being built, you're just like, it's never ending. They're never going to open.
It's nice to see the progress.
But now I know, I have a lot of empathy for those people. And now I understand what takes so long. It's just not building a building. It's the equipment. It's hookups.
We don't see what's going on out inside.
Right.
Yeah. And I was trying to figure out, because it looks like right next to that bump, it looks like there's a freezer that I thought, okay, they're going to have. I'm trying to figure out how you have it inside. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. A lot of wood.
A lot of wood.
Yeah.
That's another franchise thing.
Yeah, it's on the website. It looked like there was.
Right. They all pretty much have the same look. Sports themed inside.
Good.
So I'm hoping to get some local and yet around.
Lots of TVs. We were talking about before air. How many TVs you guys going to have?
I think right now we are, I believe, like 25, 27 TVs.
That's the size of that place.
You should be able to see a
something.
TV anywhere you sit in the restaurant.
Yeah. Wow.
Anywhere you sit in the restaurant. So and they're 55 inches or bigger. So we have some of those, and we have a couple 70 inches.
Yeah.
So it should be visible. You should be able to see the game that you're looking for.
Right.
Come in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this sounds so exciting.
Yeah.
The kids, some of them are in college now, right? Some of your kids.
Yeah, we have 3 in college now.
Yeah, and what grade's Drew in?
Drew, he actually is working on his junior year.
Okay, I was going to say, forgive me, Drew, because I think I mispronounced his name a few times during basketball season last year, so forgive me for that, buddy. Are they excited about this? I mean, how excited are they?
Yeah, they're really excited. Yeah. We actually.
Do they work for their food, or they,
Well, they're all going to have to. They're all going to have to work.
Right.
I don't know that they're thrilled about it, but they're all going to have to do their time.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Out there, but we actually did not tell the boys that we had purchased the wings, etc., until we took them to one, and we let them eat. And then we were sitting around the table, and we were just listening to their comments. And Matt made the comment about, do you like this one better than whatever? And they were all hands down. And we took our family with us too.
Oh wow!
And we hadn't told anybody. So we kind of waited to see. I don't know what we would have done if they all would have reacted a different way.
Oh, we hate this one. Yeah.
But they were all and that's when Matt and I dropped it on them. Like, well, hey, that's good because we just purchased one. Yeah. So they were all
I
really
get free wings.
That's
probably what they're thinking.
Yeah, that's probably. You're probably
but there's a scrub bucket for you too.
Exactly. Bathrooms to clean.
When you got the call, when you both got the call, tell me about that. Was it an email? I mean, tell me how you found out that hey, we want to come to Connersville.
When the Wings did?
Yeah.
Well, it was when we were up doing our interviews. We had
they did that.
Right. We had a 3-hour session. Went around and met everybody. They kind of round tabled it.
Did they come to Connersville before all this, or this was after?
No, this was after.
Okay.
This was after we got accepted to do that. So they ran through, did their background, did all that on us. We were still at Fort Wayne at this time, and a few hours later we met back up at a restaurant, and that's when they extended the offer. Like, we think you guys would be a good fit. We really liked what you had to say. We think Connersville would be right.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you guys real excited, or were you trying to play it cool? Like, thank you, appreciate that.
It was a relief. It was kind of like, I never thought I'd have to go into an interview to try to buy something.
Right. Well, yeah, that's totally different.
So,
you got to sell yourself to be able to sell. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the community as well.
Right.
So it wasn't just Matt and I. It was like, is this
community?
They looked at it like, is it going to be able to sustain? Is it going to be a good fit that way? So
what did they look for? Not just in yourselves, but in the community itself. Because some places, you have to have a certain amount of traffic count. You got to have a certain amount of other industry. You got to have a certain amount of population. What do they look at when they decide on whether or not they go into a community?
They just looked at what we had to offer as a community. Yeah. They looked at the school system. Yeah. They looked at the surrounding business and what we have. We may not have that much industry left in Connersville as prior years, but they did look at, our school system, the hospital, the surrounding, just little like the tire marts and the Napa and just those kind of stores, the Walmart, just dollar stores. What you have, you're employing people. It's not a ghost town.
How many banks we have?
And how many restaurants you have?
What
do you have to offer besides fast food drive-through? what are your options for sit down?
Right.
Where do you go? Where do people have to go?
Right.
And where's the closest if they have to drive?
Right.
How far out? So they took all that in
And
consideration
can you
as
fit
well.
the niche of your?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, and so you guys are off and running again. We talked about the pandemic. You guys are going through that. I mean, you obviously got to be nervous. I mean, you got to be
I'm
nervous
not
and
gonna
excited.
lie. It's getting to be crunch time.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's going on
You guys
right
doing
now.
hiring now?
We have done 2 basically drive-up setups at the
I saw that,
restaurant.
I joined your guys' Facebook page.
Awesome.
That's right. We got a
Awesome.
Wings Etc. Connorsville. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wings Etc. Connorsville
Yes.
On Facebook. Check
There's
them out.
also a YouTube channel.
Oh, there's for you guys.
For
just Wings Etc. or
Wings
Wings-
Etc.
Yeah.
It's got some cute, like they have a buffalo and a chicken, and they're puppets, and they're
I'll check that out.
They're pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wings Etc. YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Are you guys on, or is it just a national thing?
No, it's just national. We're not.
So,
on it.
I know you. This is probably a crazy question to ask right now because you're just starting on your first one. But did you sign a multi-unit agreement, or is there an open up for that in the future?
No, we did not sign a multi.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's open.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't.
Yeah.
We are probably one of 2 people that only have one.
Yeah.
All the other owners.
Multiple. Do you guys have a region that you can pick from that you would get first pick if something opens
We
up?
would be notified if anyone was coming in close to our location
Yeah.
that it was a going to take place type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, well, hopefully you guys is that something or you just want to get Ronnie? Please shut up. I just want to get
Well,
through this
now,
one.
right now,
Yeah.
I'm just ready to
Get
get
this one
open and get
open.
rolling. If you
Yeah.
ask Matt, he might
he might.
have already been looking forward to
3 or 4 more down the road.
exactly.
I want to build a Wings
exactly.
empire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have 4 kids, so I mean, hey, let's just think
that's
about
right.
it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Gotta give them something to do.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Keep them out of trouble. Here, you can run this store. You can run this store.
Right, right.
We're just going to go sail off in the sunset.
Oh, that would be.
That's a great plan.
That would be great.
That's a great plan.
That would be
So
great.
you got Wings Etc. You got dine in. All the. I mean, 27 TVs is pretty cool. It sounds really
Right.
cool. Do you have? I mean, can we order from an app? I mean, how do we?
Yeah, there is an app that you can order from. You can call. You can do the, we've got the dine-in.
Yeah.
You can call and place
Any
the order.
delivery?
Not at this time,
That's-
no. I'm
yeah.
not sure that a DoorDash or anything like that
Was even here in this area.
is even here in this area or a need for it.
Right. Yeah.
If there's
So-
a big order, I'll be sure to. I could take.
You can take it to them.
I could take it to 'em.
You can cater.
I can do
And do you
that.
guys do cater, or is that something you haven't really discussed yet, or is
They
that?
do. They do
Yeah.
catering.
Okay,
There
so
are
you guys will
large
be able to do
orders
it.
that go out and
Yeah.
all that. So we
Yeah.
put one together a few times when I was at one of the other
What's the
stores.
biggest amount of
working.
wings?
We did an order for 3,000 one time.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
And
that's
you
a
got to
lot of
count all
chicken.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot of chicken.
That's a lot of blanching.
Yeah, that's a lot of sauce. That's a lot of
yeah. Speaking of sauce, that's what makes wings. I mean, you got the naked. I'm sure the
Right.
naked, the regular,
Right.
which is good.
Right.
But how many different sauces do you guys
We have
have?
22 sauces
wow,
and
good.
3 rubs.
Oh wow!
Right.
Wow.
So
See, I'm a
a
wimp.
little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, I'm a wimp. I can't have the spicy stuff, the sweets.
So you're not going to be on our wall of flame.
No, heck no, you kidding me? I'd walk by and get burnt. I mean, But you have something like that?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. I think, wasn't there a picture on something where Matt was signing something, like a wall of flame? Was that, or who was, maybe it was a
He
different
could have
thing.
been, I'm not sure,
Maybe it
but
was
we
some-
do
I thought I
have
saw
the
something
wall
on-
of flame, and it's 16, eating 16 hot wings, and
What's the
it's-
heat scale on that?
it's hot.
You
I
sweat
can take
hot.
a little bit of it, but I couldn't do 16 of
Do they
wings
give
of
you
it.
milk when you drink that hot stuff? Because
You can have milk.
well, the reason why I say that, I was in Jamaica one time eating jerk chicken, and the Jamaican people I was hanging out with,
Did you have milk?
I said no, I got water.
Oh, no. You can
And
have
I
milk.
didn't think, they've given everybody shot glasses of milk, and I'm like, no, I got my water. And I wonder why they started snickering. So I took a bite of that jerk chicken, and it was fine at first, and then I felt like my eyeballs were melting, and I started taking a drink. They said, no, man. I understood. It made it worse,
right.
so
It
I didn't know
does.
if you
milk
do that.
helps.
Yeah,
milk
I didn't know
helps.
that.
We
so,
have milk there.
So you will
yes.
be on that. So that's a big hot. It's like that TV show, Hot, whatever it is. Whatever. There's a game show where people eat hot stuff.
yeah. I don't.
What
Yeah.
It's not that hot.
It's hot for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like I can take a lot of heat on some stuff, but it's...
So what is it? If you eat 16, you get it for free, or you just get up on the, how does that work?
You get your picture on the wall. You have the right to wear the shirt that says "I conquered the wall."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And do you write it on the, maybe it wasn't that. Somebody I thought
Well,
I
you
saw.
get your picture up there with your name.
Okay.
On there.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, the right to wear the shirt. So
Yeah.
the big thing is you can't wear that shirt unless you've
Does it come with stains already on the shirt? Does it come with stains? I mean, you got.
No.
Well, I'll end
Well,
up having
maybe
stains.
if you. Yeah.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just make it with the stains on it, and we'll be fine. That way, you know.
Yeah.
But no, that sounds fun. And I'm sure people are going to try to conquer
I'm
September
sure.
29th.
I'm sure. I've already heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm going to be your first one. It's going to be great."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, if you can do that,
Yeah.
that kudos to you."
Yeah. So again, you can do wings up to 3,000. You can cater. You can come in and dine. You can. So you guys are pretty full service.
Yeah.
Service.
We hope to be.
Yeah.
We hope to be.
Oh no, I really am excited.
Good,
I really am
glad.
excited for
I'm
that.
glad.
September 29th is when you guys are open. Still looking for people. How do people get a hold of you guys if they're? I know you said you had some interviews or
Right. We've set up just a couple and have taken some applications so far. Haven't really went out much on other than the Facebook page.
Yeah.
We've gotten great responses from that. The community's been really good.
Yeah.
Matt and I personally have also, people have reached out to us,
Yeah.
contacted us. So the Facebook page is probably the best way
Yeah.
to get a hold of us. Someone's usually always up at the restaurant.
Right.
So that's always a good place to stop as well.
yeah,
Just, pop in.
up in and say hi.
Pop in and say hi.
Yeah. Normally, and John and I talked about this. John was like, "Tell her to bring some wings," because when we had
Yeah.
Jack's Donuts, they brought some donuts.
Well, if I was up and running right now
I know.
and had some stuff, I would have definitely brought them in
We'll
for
have to have you come back
There
on,
you go.
and we'll
Yeah.
sample all the wings, or maybe
You just come and do a broadcast at the store.
Well, that's what we should do. Yeah,
and
you
can
got it all
do
set
your
up.
contest.
We could-
your wall contest.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
put you
man.
eating those wings.
We should try that.
We should.
Between John, me, Justin, Fran will probably beat us all. Sammy, get all
I
of us
bet.
on
You're
there.
probably right.
Oh, I'm a wimp, but I'll try it. We should do that. We should come
Let's.
up and do a on location show.
Yeah, that would
They're
be
back there
great.
probably snickering, saying no way, because they couldn't handle the heat either. But we should try that. That'd be a whole lot
that'd
of
be
fun.
fun.
So you guys are coming up on September 28th is the soft opening with
Correct.
just family.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right. We'll do a little small friends and family, depending on how many we're going to be allowed to have at that point.
Right. Yeah. And
So.
you got. I mean, you think it's coming up quick? Got a training to do.
Yes,
You know.
we are lucky. We have a new restaurant opening team. They call an NRO team
Yeah.
that they provide to us. So they'll
Okay.
be here for the week before we open, training the people that
Everybody.
we hire.
Yeah.
So, and then they'll stay on the week that we open. So
Oh,
we'll
so
have,
they get you for 2 weeks.
correct. We'll have a backup crew that will help in case anything. We all know there's always glitches in openings.
Especially when you open, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's almost best to have a soft opening.
Yeah.
Really not advertise, just say, hey, we're open. But sometimes with something like this, people are ready. They see it. It's something different that we've ever had.
Right.
And so, yeah, you'll probably be a packed test. We got about a minute to go. I told you it goes by fast.
Yeah, it does.
Got a
It
minute to
does.
go. Any final words about wings, etc.?
No, I hope everyone comes out. I hope they enjoy it. We're excited. Our families are excited.
Yeah.
We think it's going to be a good thing for
Absolutely.
the community. We hope to sell a lot of wings and see a lot of family and friends and provide that service so people don't have to go out of town every time they want something different. So.
Absolutely. Stop by Wings, etc. in the old Burger King building in front of the old Walmart there on
Right.
Park Road. See Matt and Jen and the family and try that wall of flame.
Yeah.
I may try it myself. We'll catch you there at Wings, etc. and we'll catch you next month on The Spot.